The North American generation weaned on Mad magazine used to say, don't trust anyone over 30. Now, Mad itself is over 30, and it's still poking irreverent fun at everything and everyone. But can Alfred E. Newman still be trusted? We went to New York to find out, and we found that Mad is still Mad. Appropriately enough, Mad's offices are on Madison Avenue, on the 13th floor of this building, where publisher Bill Gaines presides.
New York has very few 13 floors, and we were very lucky to find this, and as soon as we heard about it, we grabbed it. So that we not only have an office on Madison Avenue, but we have the 13th floor office on Madison Avenue, and we're very happy. It was either this or the 69th floor of the Empire State Building.
Gaines wanted the Empire State Building because of his passion for King Kong. He was forced to settle for a life-sized replica, peering in through his office window.
It's the best I could do. I mean, I would love to have had him on the 69th floor of the Empire State Building. That's why I wanted it, of course. It was for King Kong, which I love, who I love.
Gaines' very special kind of lunacy sets the tone for the magazine. Mad deals with the sort of subjects that interest children, and a lot of others that at first glance don't seem the stuff of humor. Editor Al Feldstein.
We're getting abused all the time. We're getting ripped off all the time. We're getting insulted. Our intelligence is being insulted. We're being conned by advertisers. We're being fed shoddy merchandise. And so we're being replenished, the magazine that is being replenished with material all the time. And all we have to do is just keep reacting to it the same way that the readers are reacting to it.
Movies are a staple of the Mad diet. The Mad Men constantly look for yet another candidate for their manipulation.
My feeling has always been that you go to a movie and you want to like it and you hate it. If you're just a normal person, it's a wasted evening. If it's Mad, you go back, you write a terrible, scathing satire, you get out your hostility, and you get your $5 back from petty cash, and they pay you for the article. So it's like the best of all worlds.
Dick DeBartolo is one of the usual gang of idiots, as the magazine so indelicately calls its contributors. Everyone who draws or writes for Mad works on a freelance basis. It's strictly $460 a page on acceptance. One of DeBartolo's counterparts is artist Mort Drucker. The artists and writers work independently, rarely meeting or even discussing a story.
Very often we choose movies that lend themselves more to satire. In other words, you will not do a satire of a funny movie or a satirical movie because there's no point. So you'll take a movie that it takes itself seriously, and that's the prime target. Something like Love Story was ideal for a Mad satire because it took itself so seriously.
And no movie takes itself so seriously as Raging Bull, the portrait of the 40s fighter Jake LaMotta. After Mad got through with it, it became Raving Bully, and Mad's Jerk LaMotta delights in bursting the bubble of the film's pomposity.
Oh man, the earth moved for me. How was it for you, Sugarman, baby?
Yeah, just okay. I don't think it was as great for me as it was for you.
Well, I'm pretty rested now. What do you say we try another round?
Not tonight, I got a headache.
Mad is unusual in many ways. One thing that makes Mad unusual is we have no editorial point of view. We are neither left nor right. The staff is a mixture of extreme left into extreme conservative and right up through the line.
A surprising measure of the fare in these pages has a distinctly political and sophisticated slant for 10-year-old minds.
They get a kind of an orientation into the adult world with Mad. We say, you know, hey kids, listen. Not only is the world snowing you, your parents are snowing you. I mean, they're thieving on their income tax and telling you to be honest. The advertisers are trying to sell you crunchy little flakes with poison in them, and stuff like that. And they get a kind of a presentation of what they're going to face in the adult world. And I think they think that we have a great feeling for them.
In a chaotic hysteria, the art department of this multi-million-dollar enterprise calmly cranks out 8 issues a year. This is the birthplace of one of the most famous faces of our time, Alfred E. Newman, the grinning idiot boy who has become a symbol of irreverent lunacy.
when I took over the editorship of Mad in 1955, I decided that Alfred would be our cover poster. After all, Playboy had the rabbit. Esky was the original old dirty old man of Esquire. And so trademark seemed to be it for magazines, and so I wanted one, and Alfred seemed to be it.
Alfred's face graces the cover of almost every issue and sets the tone for what's to be found inside.
He kind of embodied the philosophy of Mad. With the whole world collapsing around you, if you can maintain a sense of humor and laugh it off and not worry about it, you're going to get through it.
It's fairly crazy up there. You still get into arguments over what's funny and what's not funny. But in general, it's pretty zany.
Well, it seems to me that there must be some kind of special relationship between Mad or Bill Gaines, whichever, or the two interchangeable.
Well,
and writers.
The interesting thing about that is that Bill feels that, you know what, I would like... You know, I would like to answer that, but I lost the phone about a month ago, and it is under here somewhere. I have found the cat food. I know where the cat food is. The phone I cannot find, so we'll just have to ignore that. Bill, we have a wonderful relationship with Bill.
I'm going first.
No, me.
I'm going.
No,
I'm going.
Bill, I'm first. Bill, me.
First.
Look, look at this. You told me to have this an hour ago.
Me. Out. Out and see from the place there. Out.
Bill Gaines is one of the least likely and most likable multimillionaire entrepreneurs.
Well, they got out.
Gaines' business practices are equally offbeat.
Not having a secretary, I answer most of my letters on the letters. I have a stamp. It's called, I'll read it. Called a speed reply. In order to give you the fastest possible response, we have made these marginal notes. In this instance, we believe you prefer speed to formality. So I'll stamp this on the piece of paper that they mail me, and I'll mail it back to them with a couple of remarks. This saves me a piece of stationery, and it saves me having a secretary. And, you know, by and large, you know, when you think about it, most offices around New York anyway, if they have 100 executives, they have 100 secretaries. No one in this office has a secretary, and you can imagine the money that saves, not only in secretaries, but in office space. Because if you have a secretary, you got to have a room for them. So,
Saving money. You're always saving money. And
always
your writers and your artists complain that you're saving money by not paying them as much as you should.
Cheap. I am the cheapest publisher in the world.
That's right. He decided, I think in 1931, that he would hold the line. About 10 years before I was born, he started cutting my pay.
Why do all you guys still write for Mad, then? What's special about it?
Well, first of all, he has my mother and father hostage.
We put in what we enjoy putting in, and we're not afraid to say anything about anybody. We don't have any pressures from advertisers or advertising agencies.
There is advertising in Mad, but nobody paid for it. Mad gets none of its revenue from advertising, and so just about anything is fair game.
So there was all kinds of things that we've avoided completely, including making a lot of money.
Being silly and getting paid for it is great fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of good years.
We'll run out of subject matter when this world becomes utopian and nobody's making wars and everybody is friendly and it's brotherly love. You know, what Jesus taught us. If it happens, we're out of business. But, you know, we're like doctors. Doctors are trying to put themselves out of business, too, theoretically. But they won't, and we won't.
fits you well, and the fabric is of good quality. That's what we're talking about this morning, is quality. And a suit should last you for many, 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 many years. Now, Pam is wearing a linen suit, and it looks crisp, but it also has some polyester in it, too, so you don't have to spend the rest of your evenings trying to iron
Stay
it.
unwrinkled.
Right, and the longer pleated skirt is very current and
Nice
fashionable.
color.
It is
But
a
that's
beautiful
not as
color.
businesslike as the other thing. I mean,
No, it
it's
isn't.
hard to close a deal at Chase Manhattan wearing this.
The navy blue and the gray are the more professional colors, but this is an alternative for a woman who's in advertising or in retail.
Right.
She still wants that powerful look, but she's having a little bit more fun with the colors. Now, Charlene, come on out. At St. Laurie, they make suits for the petite woman and also the full-figured woman. They range in sizes for the petite woman from size 2 to size 16.
What size is this about?
This is a size 6. Now, Charlene is 5'2", and it's a wonderful look on her. It's a very popular style. The coat is of a medium length, and the fabric is pastel summer tweed. It's 50% wool and 50% linen. It's from Scotland. It's a good transitional suit where she could wear it in the spring all the way into the fall.
Very nice, gentle colors in that suit.
Come on out, Audrey. Now, Audrey is a size 16. She's a full-figured woman, and at St. Laurie, they have suits for the full-figured woman up to size 18. Now, a full-figured woman should think about, of course, a suit in all one color, and the more powerful and authoritative it is, the darker the color would be, a dark gray or a dark navy blue. And a full-figured woman, again, should stay away from fabrics that wrinkle because she needs a good, polished, clean look, I think. And this is 100% silk, but it doesn't wrinkle. It's a wonderful nubby silk.
Why doesn't it wrinkle?
Because of the way that it's put together, the fabric is made. Thank you so much, Audrey.
Thank you.
Now, what I'd like to do is take a few minutes to talk about the proper fit of a suit. We have Kathy and Pam who are going to come out. Come on out, girls. They're wearing matching suits, and it'll be obvious to you in a minute who's wearing the correct fit and who is wearing the one that's not fitting so nicely. Let's go through a few points for you. Now, in the back, the collar should lie smooth against the back of your neck, and about 1/2 inch of your collar should be showing. And now on Pam, it lies flat against because actually this jacket is too small for her. If the jacket was too big, it would stand away from her neck. So those are a couple things to look for. And on Pam, 1/2 inch of the collar doesn't show. Now, on the back also, it should be loose enough so that she can pull her arms forward. Anything you're going to be doing in the office, do when you try on your suit. Also, in a case of a skirt, sit down in the skirt, see if there's enough room in it, bend down like you're going to pull out the file drawer. Move in your suit when you try it on. And on Pam, it's a little bit too tight. When she moves her arms forward, you can see she's going to have some difficulty there. And also the vent in the back has a tendency to pull on her because it is a little bit too tight. And on Kathy, it lies nice, flat, and smooth. Now, in the front, the lapels should lie smooth against the front of her jacket. This is a well-tailored manufactured suit. And on Pam, because it's a little bit too small, it's kind of bowing out. It doesn't really look very nice. You can tell it's too small. And the sleeve length is appropriate on Kathy here. It should just, where the hand meets the wrist is where the sleeve should meet. And on, I have a little bit of food there on my wrist. There, it should have 1/2 inch approximately of the sleeve showing if you're wearing a long-sleeved jacket, a long-sleeved blouse. And any man who buys a suit does not expect it to fit him correctly. There's usually alterations that need to be made. And the same thing should be for a woman as well. A well-altered, tailored suit will last you much longer, you'll like it much more, and it really is a good investment to have it tailored. Thank you, girls, very much. And at St. Laurie, they have about 20 tailors there right on the premises to help you. Okay, now what we're going to do is show you how you can take a basic suit and just jazz it up. Bill, I think you're going to like these. Come on out, Charlene. Now, Charlene has taken a basic suit with a straight jacket, and she's kind of made it a village punky, I don't know what you want to call it, but she's had a lot of fun with it. Why don't you unbutton it and see what we've done there. We've carried a low sling belt, left the shirt out. She's made it fun with all kinds of earrings and a lapel pin.
It's a totally different look once it's unbuttoned like that.
Isn't that cute? So there's lots of things that you can do with your suit, but we recommend keeping the two pieces together because they'll wear much better.
Now, could you wear that in daytime as well as evening?
It depends on your job. Probably if you were in retail or in advertising, something like that, you might be able to get away with it. Audrey, come on out. Now, she's wearing a classic navy blue suit, and what she's done is just jazzed it up for evening. She had an event to go to right after work, didn't have time to go home and change, so she's picked up a lot of pearls, put those around her neck, and put pearl earrings with it and made it an elegant evening look for the suit. Thank you so much, Audrey. Now, we're getting a little bit crazy here with Pam and Kathy. I don't know if they've had time to change. Girls, are you ready? Well, Well, in the meantime, let me just show you here. There's a catalog that you can write to. It's a St. Laurie Limited catalog, and it's $1 if you send to St. Laurie Limited, 897 Broadway at 20th Street, New York, New York, 10003. And they'll send you this catalog. And also we have tips made up here by Andrew Cozen, the president of the company, on those factors that we talked about, and additional ones, how to pick out a suit that will fit you correctly. We'd be glad to send you that.
How much would you say men's suits and the Italian influence has influenced women's clothing?
The Italian influence, you know,
like
the designer look?
Like Versace and...
well, I think even in men's suits we're seeing a little bit more of a change in the suit, you know, more of a designer type feeling to it. The lapels are a little bit, you know, longer.
Right.
And we're seeing some different kinds of things as well. Okay, we ready? Come on out, Kathy.
Here's Kathy.
And she's done some really fun with this 100% linen suit. She's put a flowered shirt with it, which is so popular for this spring, and a fun little echo scarf in her head, and she's got fishnet stockings on, and just jazzed it up.
Yeah, it looks nice.
You would never know that she's
What's
the
fabric
financial advisor for American Express, Monday through Friday, right? Thanks, Kathy. Come on out, Pam. And Pam has taken St. Laurie double-breasted, beautiful wool gabardine suit. It is. It's so beautiful. And even if you don't have the kind of job that requires you to wear a suit, you really can get a lot of good wear out of a basic
This is like
suit.
an evening look here. Right?
But it could be a day look as well. She could wear a button-down collar with that, navy blue shirt or something, and make it look a very corporate look, and then she can jazz it up for evening.
Great accessories on this. The silver shoes, the silver bracelets, the silver earrings, and the silver pin.
And a suit really makes a working woman's life very easy, because she doesn't have 1,000 choices to choose from in the morning. She puts on a suit, she
Just like a guy.
accessorizes in different ways. And one real fun thing at 20th and Broadway at St. Laurie, they have a museum there, which will show you the history of the suit. They've been making suits there since 1913. Show you all the tailoring process that goes through making a beautiful suit. You could tour the factory. It's really interesting.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, women.
Thank you.
Cindy, thank you. Next week, Cindy is going to have the new look in men's bathing suits modeled by the Chippendales. Right. That's next week. Up next is former Chippendale Dick DiBartolo with the results of his survey of what can be rented around town. We'll see what he came up with in just one moment.
What can you get for $1 today? At Dollar Shoe Outlet, we have quality famous brand footwear for $1.
What?
When you buy a pair of shoes, boots, or sneakers that are already low prices, you'll get a second pair for just $1.
Any style or size?
Yes, any style, any size, for yourself or someone else. And everyone gets personal attention for a correct fit, so bring your family to Dollar Shoe Outlet for service, quality, and a second pair for just $1.
Is your washing machine sometimes filled with nasty little surprises?
Globs. Globs. Mary, you got 'em.
Globs, the clinging remains of undissolved powders. How do you avoid them? New Easy Dissolving Cheer. New Cheer helps stop globs even in cold, so your clothes come out clean in any temperature.
No globs. No globs.
Try new Easy Dissolving Cheer and help say goodbye to globs for good.
I've tried a million different soaps, and they've left my face very, very dry. After 7 days with Dove, my face feels incredibly soft.
We asked women across America to give up their ordinary soap and take the Dove 7-day test.
Dove is a lot better for my face than soap. It makes my skin feel young, soft, and silky.
Dove is 1/4 moisturizing cream. It doesn't dry your face like soap.
After 7 days with Dove, my skin feels softer. It's like there's more moisture in it.
Dove is better than soap. You can feel it in your skin.
Everybody knew his name.
Hypocrite.
And everyone he knew became his possession.
Anything I did for you.
The hell you did. You did it for yourself and your damn empire.
One man, blinded by ambition.
I did more than just get rich. I got very rich.
In a world of seduction, greed, and betrayal.
You pathetic old fool.
The explosive saga of the Monroe family. Empire, Inc.
8 p.m. Monday on Channel 5.
Have you ever rented anything aside from, say, an apartment or renting a tuxedo or the occasional car? Well, sometimes actually it's cheaper to rent than to buy. And here with a shocking report on what's available to rent around town is our own investigative consumer reporter, Dick DiBartolo. Dick.
Yeah. How are you?
I was just kidding. I know you're not a former Chippendale. Although you could still be at Chippendale if you wanted to, big fella.
That's right. What do you think I do during the week? I only do this on Saturday.
What are the advantages to renting things?
Well, there are actually a couple of advantages. You can, if you rent tools, you can rent a commercial grade tool for about the same price you could buy a cheap one. And the other thing is, of course, like with electronic equipment, you can always have the latest. I bought a VCR the other day. By the time I got it home and hooked it up, the first thing I saw was an ad saying that what I had just bought was obsolete.
Well,
yeah, so.
I'm glad you're doing this. I know in the past your work has had some humor attached, but I know you're deadly serious today.
Yeah, that's right, deadly serious. Okay, we're going to talk about things you can rent, but before we begin, we're going to start with a little story, okay? Kind of emphasize this here. All right, let's pretend you're at home in your little house, okay? And it starts to rain. Yes, it's raining out. The rain gets worse, and suddenly it's a flood. Now, I should say that this is only a dramatization. Okay, it's Wednesday night. You're having a big party on Saturday night. Suddenly, the heat goes, can we zoom back a little here? Yes, the heat goes off, and the lights flicker and go out. The basement is flooded, and look at your wall-to-wall carpeting. Will you have to call off the party on Saturday? No. yeah. What a group this is. No, you call a place called Acme Tool and Rental. In a minute, I'll give you their phone numbers. You rent a portable generator. This one puts out 600 watts, but you can tell them what you need to power. The portable generator will run a submersible pump, okay? This pump is dropped right down the basement into the water. It pumps 5,000 gallons of water a minute. Now you can have a portable heat supply. Again, you have to tell them the kind of area you're heating because this particular heating supply is not to be used in residential areas. Now, this is really neat. This is called a turbo dryer. Earlier, one of the people setting up asked if this was Tina Turner's hair dryer. What you do, if you have wall-to-wall carpeting, you pull up the end of the carpeting and you stick the end of the dryer under the carpeting, and then this sends huge amounts of forced heat under the carpeting, so the carpeting dries the padding and then the top of the carpeting. Now, all of this stuff is available from a company called Acme Tool and Rental, and they have 2 locations, one in Brooklyn and one in Staten Island. And you can rent a generator for about $10 a day, depending again on how big a generator you need. Okay, the house is dry. You want to have your party, but you don't want your boss to see the kind of furniture you have. So what you do is you call a place called IFI, International Furniture Rentals, and they can rent you entire rooms of furniture. Now, they have 3-room packages, a 1-bedroom full package. They range from $99 to $260 a month on a 12-month basis. And if you rent furniture from them, what you can also do is rent the artwork for the wall, so you can do the whole apartment. You can rent this print. Let me just tilt it down here. And they have a fairly wide assortment. They have 5 showrooms. I'll give you their phone number in a minute. You can rent sculpture even. I don't know if these people know that they're doing this on television. That's all right. Okay, you can pan down if you want. Okay. And that place is called IFI, International Furniture Rentals, and that's their main number. All of these places, by the way, offer catalogs, so you can call them and ask for catalogs. Also, you rented furniture, you rented artwork, you rented sculpture. You can also rent plants. We actually rent the plants here on Saturday Morning Live from a place in Manhattan called Dimitri's Garden. So you can rent lots of different kinds of items. Okay, now for the party, you want something really unusual. You can rent a fog machine, okay? Now, the show is live, and we know it's live because the fog machine stopped working about 4 minutes ago. But earlier it worked, and what you do is you hit a little switch, and you can fog an entire room. This is great if the floors are filthy, if you have cheap hors d'oeuvres. You just fog the room, no one can see anything. In the long run, you save yourself a lot of money. Or you can also rent a bubble machine. We got this guy cranked up here. If you're into Lawrence Welk fantasies, this is real good. Takes a second for the juice to start to flow. Okay, so we have instant bubbles. And that's coming from a place called Times Square Lighting. They can also rent you a spotlight on a truck, those big Hollywood spotlights. If you have something like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, I did it when I cleaned my apartment. That cost $500 for 3 hours. Now, there's another place called Party Time. Party Time can rent you all the normal stuff, tables and chairs, china, silverware. They can rent you the champagne fountain. Now, today we have to pretend that the water is champagne. Of course, here at Channel 5, at our real parties, we pretend that water is champagne. Now, if you want entertainment and you don't have a VCR, you can go to a place called the Video Connection, and they will rent you a VCR for the night. On a weekend night, it's about $18. For the entire weekend, it's $35. It plugs in a wall. The other end just hooks right onto your TV set. If you have the old style antenna, this clips onto there. They give you free popcorn with the movies. I rented a double feature, my favorite 2 movies, Gidget Gets a Hickey, and The Attack of Anne-Marie's Meatballs, a frightening, frightening film. Now, you know you can rent a tuxedo, but you don't want to meet your guests at the door in just a tuxedo. So why not meet them as a moose? So let's introduce Mr. Chocolate Moose. Is this moose's name? Chocolate, how you doing? You know, isn't it, he cost $75, and all morning Warren spent trying to teach Chocolate Moose to go on a very large newspaper. But actually, this is Warren. So we're thank you very much. Okay, that's from an outfit called Animal Outfits for People. Here's another one of their creations. This pneumatic hammer held by this gorilla. No, you can rent the gorilla costume also. Now, someone throws one of your famous hors d'oeuvres into the drain, your squid peanut butter dessert hors d'oeuvre. You can call Acme and rent for 4 hours your own Roto-Rooter. The party's over. One stewardess will not leave. She wants to spend the night. What will you do? You rent an extra bed, obviously, also from Acme. And finally, if you have lots of friends, you can rent the entire Circle Line boat, okay? It costs $2,600 to $3,600 for 3 hours, and you can invite 350 to 550 people. Now, I know I've given you a lot of information and a lot of phone numbers, so if you missed anything, just send a postcard to What the Heck Was Dick Talking About? Care of Saturday Morning. Actually, at the end of the show, we do give the address, and we'll send you any phone numbers you need.
Dick, you've done it again.
Thank you.
Hi. All right, Dick is going to be back next month, and we will see you next month.
Yes, you will.
Okay? Up next, direct from the Torch Song Trilogy, is the hottest torch singer in town, Susan Edwards. Don't miss her. We'll be back in 1 minute with some sad songs.
Our little drama is over. Fate has decided just...
WHLI, 1100 AM.
They're a lesson in the American sense of humor. A look at the concerns of daily life in this country, whether political, moral, or everyday, from the late 1860s through the 1920s.
These ingenious cast iron banks were made after the Civil War by the foundries in the Northeast no longer engaged in armament production. Over 200 different styles were created.
And they were designed to encourage children to save their pennies and remain today as a delight to all for their slapstick appeal. This collection of almost 70 original mechanical banks, sponsored by Gold Dome, is usually displayed at bank headquarters in Buffalo.
It's here at the Garden City Library through June, at the Shelter Rock Library in Albertson in July and August, and at the Brooklyn Library in the fall. Don't miss this tribute to American ingenuity. How do I get my pennies back?
campaign also has pulled a lot of positive response.
Can appreciate how it probably did. The old salt who wanted to go down to the sea in his ship didn't have all of today's shiny high-tech gear to navigate with or get him to where he was going. That's all going to be on display beginning this weekend at the National Boat Show at the Coliseum. Chauncey Howell was there for a preview today where he met a couple of old salts and one former anchorman.
You're very nautical, Jerry. Nautical but nice. You know, I knew you'd say that. Well, anyway, isn't that the classic boat show joke? Nautical but nice. Ah, give him the hook anyway.
Oh, my stainless steel flying gas.
It's a vicious thing.
Yes.
You know you have two cavities? I meant to tell you. I like that one a lot better. Lord Nelson might have said that one, right? Lord Nelson on the poop of the Victory. Do you remember him at the Battle of Trafalgar? Remember Lord Nelson? There's so much room for fantasy here at the boat show, and just enough room for 600 sail and powerboats. Lots of big high-tech tubs around here, and this is the biggest, the Bertram. 47 feet long at a piddling 435 thou. Most of the people can't even afford these boats. You're kidding. No. Serious.
On the starboard side here, you put an instrument of your choice.
Now, am I tied into this micrologic, Loren, or can I put any other
You
Loren?
can't. To get that boat scum off of your bottom, use one.
This is the nice lady from Bertram. She promised us a tour of the big boat. She said, boat people are awfully friendly. Yeah, look how they wave at each other from yacht to yacht to yacht. Is that a mermaid?
This is the master stateroom. Decorated in all the latest colors. Queen-size bed.
Oh, the John is fabulous. You have to keep those flowers in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want them used during the boat show.
They're all waiting to come on board the Bertram?
They're all waiting to come on board and see the Bertram.
Do they know they can't use the heads?
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey, Jersey Shore.
Yes, that was a mermaid. And this is a tuna tower. Wouldn't it be better if it were a crow's nest? Wouldn't it be more romantic as a crow's nest? There's something stuffy about this show. A boat show shouldn't be stuffy. It should be, well, like the sea. You know, salty.
What do you say? Shiver me timber.
Swab the deck, you slimy mate.
That's perfect.
Kill home.
I'm a Walter Mitty type. When I get behind the wheel of my boat, I'm always taking a load of tea to Southampton or something of that kind. I'm on my way, and I'm inclined to give orders on that basis.
All in the bowl, and the bowl, and the hall. Yo-ho-ho. You like salty talk?
Sure.
Shiver me timbers. Pieces of eight, pieces of eight.
Shiver me timbers, boy.
Pieces of eight, pieces of eight. You know I'm choking down in here.
Some of that should be brought back, perhaps.
You like salty talk?
Sure. It's all should be part of the game.
Could you give us a little salty talk?
No, I don't know how to you.
That's fine. Thank you. That was good. Thank you. No, he won't talk with it. He's annoyed with that guy, by the way, the other guy, I mean me, asking the greatest man in America, and I really believe he's such a sweetheart, and a very distinguished yacht person. Can you talk solely? I asked him, like a pirate, maybe like a parrot. Can you do a parrot, Mr. Cronkite? The nerve. Anyway, well, I do it, you know. Our parrot, by the way, was Dick DeBartolo of Mad Magazine, who just happened by, I suppose, looking for a head without flowers in it. I had to learn how to say head. I said John. That's wrong.
That's
very
right.
unnautical.
Yes. No, that's not good.
You always learn a little something. I told you that.
Right.
Thank you, Chauncey. Due to popular demand, Mother Nature is going to to Haunted Broadway.
And no Morosco Theater, no cigar. Even with the destruction of a lot of grand old theaters, there's still talk about ghosts on Broadway. I never gave it much thought. My talent search rounds, every night is Halloween.
Hockaday, keep your eyes open.
Recently, however, while passing George M. Cohan's statue in Duffy Square, I thought I heard the great song and dance man speak.
You think we ought to hang on to these theaters?
It gave me the willies, so I took a meeting with Rock Kenyon, a psychic who runs tours of Gotham's haunted places.
They say that John Barrymore still goes around some of these old theaters.
Kenyon talked about Barrymore, Mostel, and Garland making ghostly appearances. Convinced I wasn't crazy about Cohan's ghost, I investigated further.
Oh, fabulous.
But came up with the usual. Say, seen any poltergeists?
I have
someone who tap dances on Jell-O.
I'm looking for ghosts, and my pal Dick DiBartolo from Mad Magazine is pushing novelty acts.
She has to finish dancing before the Jell-O hardens, so she gets stuck in it. I think it's really cool.
That old man river, he don't say nothing.
I was about to give up on the ghost search when I run into Pee-wee, the doorman at the Hawaii Kai Club.
Hey, get him now.
For 25 years, he has guarded his stretch of Broadway with the kind of bravura that George M. had shown in an earlier era.
Just keep rolling along.
Then it dawned on me. Pee-wee and anyone else belting or humming a show tune is, so to speak, haunted. If not by ghosts, then most certainly by the spirits of Broadway. Case closed.
Thank you very much.
Yesterday, the company pleaded guilty to defrauding the government. Next...
Ever seen a tourist singer wearing a pink bow tie?
And open your shirt, because now to kind of give the move. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's
and,
where it hurts the most.
The smoky atmosphere, you know?
You can't stand it, you know? You're in pain.
Sing the blues. Why don't you get in a little crook of the piano here? And, oh, we
gotta
have
lean.
some props.
You know what else tourist singers have, invariably? They have like a tie half around their neck. Because they had a tough night, right? And it's sort of hanging down like that.
Okay, so we have little props here.
What kind of props?
Well, we have a little drinky poo here. I don't know what you have in here. A little liqueur or whatever.
This is the stuff you drink after you've had your drinks. This is brandy. What else?
I think the best thing we can do is do a song that was made famous by Miss Billie Holiday. And it would give you a chance to really show your pain. It's called I Got It Bad. So you can let us know how exactly bad you've had it, you know? And what's important to remember, though, is it's not the lyrics so much as how you feel about what you're saying.
So you have to really think about that.
So you have to
how she has been to you, right? Like, never treats me sweet and gentle. The way that she should.
Why don't you hold this a little bit?
I got it bad, and that ain't good.
Sing it to me, Bill. All right. Use the piano a little bit. Lean into the piano, yeah?
My poor heart is sentimental.
What is it made of?
It's not made of wood.
Tell me about it. Tell me how you feel.
I got it bad, I got it bad, I got it bad, and that ain't good.
Tell us about when the weekend's over now.
But when the weekend's over, and Monday rolls around,
Here's undo the jack a bit.
I end up like I start out.
See your face in the glass. Can I see a reflection in there?
Just crying my heart out. She don't love me like I love him. Nobody could. I got it bad. I got it bad.
How bad? Tell us. Oh, I gotta know, Bill, how bad.
And
that ain't All right.
I can't go on.
This is a six-pack of New Mr. Big. This is a six-pack of Charmin. They're both soft and they both look like they're the same size. Not so fast. Every roll of Mr. Big has 150 more sheets on it than a roll of Charmin, which means